any food is made by Christians or the Jews is halal. Any food. And here we will find a kind of contradiction, because how he is saying that we are najis and we are kuffar, and yet our food is halal. Even in the same verse he mentioned that it's allowed for you to marry from Christians and Jews. But this is a contradiction for different verse in the Quran where Muhammad forbid them from having a Christian woman as a wife, which is a contradiction for Muhammad, because himself he did marry Nasara, which Muslim they claim that she is a Christian, which is not really. It's a cult. It's like Jehovah's Witnesses. If you read this verse here, it says اليوم أحل لكم الطيبات وطعام الذين أوتوا الكتاب حل لكم. Okay, what does that mean? Chapter 5 verse 5. This day all things good and pure made lawful unto you, the food of the people of the book. So why Muslim they need to buy halal food? It's a lie. Any book, any food cooked or made by Christians is halal. Do you see it? It's a lie. All the Muslims who live in Europe, they say we want to buy halal food, a sign halal food. They are lying, for they can eat our food. And this, the proof is in front of you. It's a lie. But they try, yes, they try to promote the halal as a kind of infestation for the society, to make themselves, to force themselves, to force their existence. Otherwise, it's not required, as you see. They do not need to have a halal store. And me myself, I will never buy halal food. You know, when we went to Texas, we have the friend who invited me. Suddenly we stop in the front of a place, and then we find ourselves in a restaurant, and then we found that it's owned by Muslims. But I don't buy halal food. Halal food. What is halal food? Halal food is something slaughtered by Muslims, and they say the name of Allah. But those people, they are not slaughtering. Those people, they are cooking. They are buying food, meat from Sam's Club. They are buying from Costco. They are buying it from Walmart. You know, this is not their own slaughter. They have nothing to do with it. There's nothing. It's called halal. You know, the Muslims, they say. You remember I told you a story. I was in the Philippines. In the Philippines, they have a big sign in the front of the restaurant. It says halal, but those are not They are Filipino. They are Christians. So I asked the waitress, "Do you have halal pork?" She said, "Yes, sir." I said, "Really, you have?" She said, "Yes, sir." "You have it really?" She said, "Yes, sir. It's ready. It's hot, sir." I said, "It's halal pork, right?" He said, "Yes, sir." They don't even know what halal mean. The waitress, the waiter, all of them, they do not know what halal mean. They put halal because Muslims, they like to say halal. Just tell them halal, they eat it. I saw with my own eyes a sticker. It says halal on the shoe. Do you eat shoes? I mean, do you eat shoes? Halal shoes? Halal on and sardine. It's a fish. You don't slaughter a fish. Halal, my friend, is you slaughtering an animal and you say Allahu Akbar. This is what halal is. Many people do not know, by the way, what halal means. Halal is not about certain food only. It's about when you slaughter an animal, you have to say Allahu Akbar when you slaughter it. That will make it halal. For me, this is not halal. It's not kosher, because the Bible forbid me from eating food slaughtered in the name of a false god. You know that, right? So you are not allowed to buy halal food. So when a Muslim, he buy only what is halal, first of all, showing his ignorance about his book, because the Quran says clearly that you can eat the food of the Christians and the Jews. So if you go to Europe, any restaurant you go in, you can eat their food. As simple as that. Even though they did not say the name of Allah. And the reason Muhammad he said that, because now Muhammad he captured a lot of Christians, and now they became his servants. So now how is going to use them to cook for him, and he's going to rape them, and he is going to ask his men to even to marry from them so they can increase the number of Muslims, and they are kuffar. How I'm going to force my servant, my slave, to cook for me, but I told my people you cannot eat their food? You know what I mean? Imagine you are a person who says, oh, if you have a Buddha servant or slave, he cannot cook your food for you. So who's going to cook the food? She is the only servant we have.